All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. You will be watching this video when I will be uh, far away around the world. This is a scheduled video, so you will see it on time. And the reason I don't want you to stay without knowledge and information in the same time without tools to expose the cult of Islam. In front of us, we have a very famous verse the Muslims always use, try to fool us about the meaning of this verse. Now, the appearance of this verse, it says clearly that there is no, you don't force people to for religion. This is what it says. But is it really what it's meant, or the meaning is something else? In my previous seminar, I told you I used an example. That first time I heard that American they eat hot dogs, I was disgusted. I said to myself, Americans are really sick. They eat hot dogs. And this is exactly today what we are facing. The Muslims, they fool your lack of knowledge about the Arabic language and what is behind the verses. So today we are going to make this short video so you can share it around and we can expose the lies Muslims they spread all over. And I hope the Muhammadan who they are listening, they accept the challenge to prove me wrong. You see, nothing of my own. The reference, the proofs, the books, all is Islamic. So this is the verse in front of us. This is a chapter 2, verse number 256, and this is the Muslim translation. I have nothing to do with it. And now we will go to something else. This is the hadith which is behind the verse. All right, this is what is behind this verse. Narrated Abdullah ibn Abbas, he said, when the children of women in the pre-Islamic days, which means those are not Muslims yet, did not survive, she took a vow of herself, and if her child survived, she would convert it a Jew. All right. So based on this story, that some women who they are suffering from issues, maybe their kids illness, etc. So she trusted the God of the Jews, he is real, and he did miracles already, obviously. And she make a promise, if her son survive, he will be a Jew. So when Banu Nadir were expelled from Arabia, remember we are talking about a verse saying there is no compulsion in religion. But Banu Nadir is expelled from Arabia. All right, so there is no conclusion, but we expel them, right? Okay, this is not and there's many people of Bani Nadir, they've been forced into Islam too. Now, there were some children of Al Ansar or helpers among them. Among who? Among Banu Nadir, the Jews. How those children they became between them, according to the story, because those women, they made their children convert to be Jews. They said, we shall not leave our children. So Allah, the Exalted, revealed, let there be no compulsion in religion. Truth stand out clear from error. So this is not about not to force somebody to convert to Islam, is the opposite. Those are children who their mothers make a vow that if my son, and nobody actually here is forcing anyone, as you see, it's volunteer. They are the women, she made a vow, if the God of the Jews, he made her son survive, he will follow the God of the Jews. And this is why the verse is revealed. The Muslims, they try to fool us and make tons of articles saying that this verse is about not to force someone to convert to Islam, when the fact it's the opposite. And as you see here in the same story, he expelled people from Arabia. Why he expelled the Jews? For they refuse Islam. Why he expelled the Christians and the Jews? You know, Muhammad, he said in different hadith, if I will be victorious, I promise, I vow to expel the Christians and the Jews from the Arabian Peninsula. Let me get you the hadith in the front of your eyes. All right. Okay, let us go. Where is the, where is the no conclusion in religion? This guy, this is why there's no Christians, there is no Jews in Saudi Arabia until now. There is secretly, unless you are working there in a working visa, but there is no citizen, not allowed. So where is the no conclusion? Have you ever heard of a country have zero Christian, zero Jews, zero Hindus, zero atheist, zero gay? Is that because there's no conclusion in religion? Obviously this guy is Hitler. This is exactly what Hitler he did with the Jews. Die or run for your life. So this is what this verse is about. And when the Muslims try to lie to you about it, now you have enough tools to show them that they are lying. If Islam is not about forcing people, why you want to expel the Jews and the Christians? You see, he is not saying all the Christians have to be expelled. Like what? All of them, they are guilty to Muhammad, what they did. Everybody, women, children, everybody, old, everybody have to expel. Why? For Muhammad was doing religious cleansing, genocide based on religion. You don't accept me, I kill you all. And this is what it says in chapter 9 verse number 73 and 74. Even he vowed to kill even those Muslims who refuse to stay as Muslims. This is why Muhammad, he said, man, the one who changed his religion, kill him. Where is, how we can mix those things together? How there's no conclusion in religion, but yet the one who leave Islam, we kill him. What is the war of apostate then? And as you see here, the one is talking is Muhammad. This is not somebody understand. This is not Zakir Naik, who have wrong understanding because he is funny Abdul. And this is Sahih. So who, don't make the Muslims fool you. Every Muhammadan is a lying machine walking between us. And the purpose of all those lies is to conquer your mind and make you believe that Islam is not what you think. And as you see, it says in the front of you, this is Sahih. So what they will say, it's weak. And by the way, even the weak hadith is correct. Weak, it means it pass, it's accepted. You can go and search for Sheikh Hamza speaking about weak hadith. Sheikh Hamza is a well-known Muslim, teach Muslims, and he was making fun of the stupid Abdul who keeps saying this hadith is weak. He said, I quote what he said. He said, when we say weak hadith, that's mean it pass, it did not funk. However, those what we are quoting for you are not weak. They did not funk. You funk Muslims. It did not. You see this hadith I'm reading for you about the story of the women they vote to convert their children to Islam. It is Sahih. Do you see? It's Sahih. Allahu Akbar. Now what they will say? They will say Christian princes fabricating hadith. You show them from their own books. You show it in the screen. You give the reference. You give the proof. And still they say he is lying. I mean, who is the stupid here? In China, they say he left as a donkey, he never came back as a horse. And I believe that statement was about everyone who believe in the cult of Islam. So it's your choice to stay as a donkey or try to improve yourself and be a horse. Some of them, they are now between which means they are in the stage of a mule. Thank you very much for watching, and more videos to come. Every few days you will have a new video, so you stay remember me. And I'm going to pause videos actually during my trip, but those videos, they will be like maybe in the street or the airport, or like just to update you about my travel. Those here now is to keep you informed, and to give you more tools to fight the cult of the Mohammedan. Thank you very much. Feel free to download the video, share it around, and I hope soon I will be back and we will do the live podcast as usual, so we can fight the lies together. And trust me, I don't hate Muslims. Even Muslims, they hate me. Actually, if you hate somebody, you let him stay in his ignorance. This is why I don't want to let the Muslims stay in their ignorance. I might say Muslims are dumb or dump. I mean it both, because garbage in, garbage out. The second you are believing in a lie, when it is the opposite, what it's meant, it's mean you decide to be dumb and dumb. So which one is you? Or you want to be a smart person and believe the true stories in the front of your eyes, as the Muslims they give to us, not the fictions they write in their articles to fool those who speak other languages. You cannot fool us. We are the Arab, and we know your God very well, for he is an Arabian God stolen from the Aramaic God. It's, let us say, it's an aftermarket copy, counterfeit copy of someone else's God. This is why the Muslims, if we ask them what Allah means, they do not even know. Every day I start my live podcast, I ask Muslims what Allah means. They don't know. For this is a foreign name. It's a stolen name for a God, which is not an is not real. It's a fiction God which worshipped by many other nations before Muhammad. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon again with a new video. God bless.